That's right, and welcome to August 19th, 2026 edition of the NFL Roundtable Talks, episode number 2955 since I started this. And good to see Superfan Hutch here saying, "What's good, brother?" It's good to see you. Let me get this off and we'll introduce the cast of guests I have here. I have Will Vogel in the upper left, Panthers and Lions fan. I have Yinzer, our newest Pistons fan, because he submitted the application. Jamie Malloy of Bills fame. How you doing there, Mr. Reporter?
I'm good. I went to the Bills open practice yesterday at the new stadium, and I had with my parents, and we had a good time. We got to see the new stadium and things like that.
Awesome. And of course, we got Chicken Nugget King. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up, brother? Shout out to Superfan Hutch. Shout out to, Grandma Trace. Shout out to all the real ones here. It's one pride all day, every day. You know what it is, man. I was turned at the season kickoff. Got some fun times there at Ford Field. Big ups to Ford Field. Yeah. So let's get this rock and rolling. Let's get this show going.
And before I even say her name, I gotta give her intro.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
And we have Megan Aussie 12 Goldcrogger of the 12s, a Seahawks fan. They are the reigning Super Bowl champs. I understand that may be over, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you when to stop, brother. I'll tell you when to stop.
No. I told you when I'm stopping. It stops week one.
No, that's fair. I'm just going to grab that coffee, but I got my earbuds in and I can still hear you.
Fantastic. So let's get into these 9 topics that I have for us this week. Saints running back Alvin Kamara out at least a month with a sprained MCL. Kamara suffered a sprained MCL in practice and expected to miss at least 4 weeks, shifting early season running back duties to Travis Etienne, or Etienne as he likes to be called. What do you think about that, Will Vogel?
First of all, it's Etienne. I don't know why he's going by Shane now, but that's besides the point. It sucks. Kamara's a veteran running back who's established himself in the league, and Kamara was most likely going to be the backup behind Etienne either way, in my opinion. And it's unfortunate, like I said, because he's dealt with it a bunch of knee injuries in the past, and when Etienne needs a break, the guy who takes the next spot has I'm not gonna say huge shoes to fill, but semi-big shoes to fill. I think it's gonna if I'm not wrong, it's Keandre Miller, if I'm not wrong. But it stinks because Kamara signed this offseason with intent to probably this could be his last year and retire as Saint and show more numbers and stuff, but yeah, it stinks.
All right, Yenzer.
So he's getting up there in age. He's 31 years old. Had a down year last year. He appeared in the career low 11 games, and he dealt with a knee injury. He finished with career lows in most statistical categories, including 657 yards from scrimmage. His first time under 1,000 and just 1 touchdown. He went from 3-point.
Plus, he went lower on his yard per carry average too.
Yeah, he was averaging 4.0. Now he's 3.6. And I think he was headed for a reduced role anyway with them signing Etienne or A-Chain. How you pronounce his name?
Right.
A-Chain. I think you got him. He's pretty much the same running back as a younger. He's like a younger Kamara in a way.
A younger, healthier Kamara. he's already dealt with less injuries in his first 4 years than Alvin ever did.
Yeah, so when he does come back, he'll probably get a reduced role. They're going to definitely miss him in the receiving game.
Oh yeah, I think the Jaguars are going to miss the way Etienne helped the running game and the passing game, being a reliable check down for one Mr. Trevor Lawrence. Jamie, what's your thoughts on it?
I like Alvin Kamara. I respect I've always respected his game. He's always been a tough runner and things like that. But I mean, he has experienced a lot of injuries in his career, but at least this, like I said, this opens up the door for Etienne to get more touches, and then when Kamara comes back, they can still have their 1-2 punch. Saints.
100%. What about you, Chicken Nugget?
Pain is pain, and that sucks for a guy like Kamara. He's definitely a guy that I see as a 1B, not a 1A running back. That 3.6 per carry is, a sloppy thing for him. And it sucks to see him go down with some injuries. But, ETN's definitely going to step it up, take it to a next level for, the New Orleans Saints out their backfield. And the Jags are definitely going to miss that guy. So I agree with the panel on this one.
All right. And Megan, welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you. Such a shame for Kamara, but I love Etienne, and I will always call him Etienne, no matter what his name is. I wanted Kamara to do well this year, but I'm glad that there's someone to fill in.
All right. I personally think, with all the other injuries, let's not forget they just lost their rookie wide receiver that they drafted to be the 2. They lost him for the season. They lost Brian Breece for the season. It's going to be rough for them to continue to compete in the first few weeks of the season.
Especially with the second-year quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, don't the Saints have a gauntlet for a schedule this year?
Yeah, they start with us in our house.
Exactly. That's round 1.
I think
Game 1.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back, if they bounce back with these injuries. But they're like every other team. Every other team has injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
They, for order of injuries this year, we got Boston Paul. Thank you, MDE, for the wonderful comment. Nick, yes, I am feeling better. Thank God. My migraine was so bad I didn't even wake up till 11:45 today, so I did no noon show. I just set up this one and then went to work.
Welcome to my world. My condolences.
I don't care what anyone says. I'd rather make money than lose money.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Why do you think I'm on my 4th cup of this to head off the migraine? So I feel it.
Right. Yeah, you took 2 cups of that, and this is my 3rd one of these today. All the caffeine, plus I added a little protein as well, so it is what it is. So we also discussed that one. Let's get into the next one. The Giants trade guard Daniel Faalele to the Jaguars. Here's what's crazy about that. The Ravens jettisoned him. The Giants just signed him, and they're getting back a 3rd-round pick for Faalele, who wasn't doing well in the preseason. I think it's a win for the Giants because, let's face it, the Jaguars were decimated on the O-line too. So they needed O-line help. It's better than their backup that they had, but the guy has not been a good starter for Baltimore. What do you think about it, Megan?
I have his Ravens jersey hanging in my wardrobe. Yeah, look, it is what it is. I think. I really. I can't put the words together because, like I said, I got his Ravens jersey in the closet. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. He didn't live up to his billing with the Ravens, and
Yeah.
evidently he is as advertised, and he's better than a rookie that was drafted on day 3 and UDFAs that are left because now that the Jaguars lost a starter, he'll be better than that. It adds a little stability for them with that loss, but it is what it is. Chicken Nugget, what do you think about it?
I only see this as a offensive depth type of look for the offensive line, honestly. And it is what it is. Like Meg said, it is what it is. You got to just make moves when it counts and when it matters most to help your team, get built properly and, help your offensive line flourish. And if you can't make a move to help your offensive line flourish, then you're definitely going to, hit the decline button. So, yeah, this trade was just for offensive line purposes.
Right. Jamie?
I think it's Harbaugh, at least, being accountable for, one of his former players, knowing that he had this trouble, on the Ravens, and at least he took accountability for it on the Giants. And plus, like I said, this is Joe Shane learning from Brandon Bean. I think he undersold this guy, this offensive lineman to Jacksonville to get a 3rd-round pick out of a guy who wasn't doing well in the preseason. That's straight out of the Brandon Bean school with Joe Shane, when he was the director of player personnel for the Bills. Now he's doing that for the Giants. So good move for the Giants, good move for Jacksonville. I think a good 50-50 trade all around, but especially it's a win for the Giants.
If I may, I think that roster is definitely going to be on the same page with John Harbaugh. And if they haven't, then they have to, because that dude is definitely going to coach them up pretty well game by game.
Mm-hmm. Yinzer?
I hope the Jaguars don't plan on starting Faalele, because if we do, because Will Anderson's going to get at least 3 sacks. This is a win for the Giants.
All right. Will Vogel.
Yeah, I agree. The Giants won this trade. The Jags had to make this trade because they, like everyone said, they have been dealing with injuries on the O-line. But and one of them is their rookie Emmanuel Pregnon, which is not good for a rookie to be injured this early. But and I know Megan wanted Pregnon, but it's just building O-line depth, and yes, the Giants definitely won this trade.
Point of order, what was Pregnon's injury? Pardon me, injury, Will?
Just saw it.
ACL and MCL strain, if I remember right. I'm not sure.
Right, that's what I heard.
Will can look it up.
I am looking it up as we speak.
I heard knee, but I didn't hear what actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Thank you, Will.
Yep.
That was my guess, but
yeah.
I just the one with the patella tendon strain.
I don't think it says anything about his injury, which is weird.
Ouch. Patella strain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I've cracked a patella. I nearly broke it in half. But yeah, either way, it sucks.
It doesn't change. It doesn't.
Okay. Oh, look, don't stress, Will. I'll look it up later.
It wasn't. Oh, it was Cole Van Lanen, Patrick McCarry, Walker Little, and Chuma Idaja that had to play. Emmanuel Pregnon's healthy. It was everybody else that's injured.
Oh, so he's okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Why you can't find the. That's why you can't
status
find
is
the
healthy.
injury, Will.
Yep.
You can't find the injury because he doesn't have one.
Pregnon has been one of the 2 healthy guards. That's why they made this trade.
Oh gosh, that's
Ooh.
bad.
2 healthy guards. So yeah, they will be starting Faalele because what they have is kind of like what we had at center last year. It's Graham Glasgow and a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
But hang on. Faalele starting won't be a permanent thing, will it? Or will it?
2 of the people are out for the season. One of them's on the pup.
Okay.
Makari had back surgery and may not play all year. Makari was their
Oh,
starter
that's
last
possible.
year.
So quite possible. Okay. Might have to start watching the Jags wearing my Ravens jersey.
Yeah, and I had the Jags or the Texans winning that division this year because I don't expect much out of Tennessee Titans with all the coaching changes and inconsistencies in their coaching staff starting over. I expect them to be better than they were last year, but I don't expect them to make a big leap. This might open the door for the Colts to take over the division this year.
Yeah.
I could see the
All
Colts.
relies on Daniel Jones being healthy again.
Yep, agreed.
And them still using Jonathan Taylor towards the end of the season because they went away from him and went to Phillip Rivers to try and win it with a passing game with a guy that just came off the couch after raising 12 kids.
Yeah, for real. His own little football team.
Let's get into the next topic now. Chargers center Tyler Biadasz out indefinitely with an ACL and knee damage. He didn't just tear his ACL. There's other stuff in there that's devastating.
The whole thing.
So he was carted off during a joint practice at the 49ers. Early reports significant ACL and knee damage. The bad part is we saw last year after Frank Ragnow retired after June 1st, how much that hurt the Lions offensive line. And everybody can lose tackles or lose a guard, but you can't lose your starting center before the season and expect to have continuity. Will, what's your take on this?
It's bad. It is not good. Because last year, Slater and Alt missed a lot of time, and then losing your starting center is definitely not good. Because
both of them are back healthy. So both of them are
Yeah.
back healthy, though. So,
Yes.
but losing your center, I'm emphasizing that. A guy that had been a Pro Bowler not only for Dallas but also last year for the Chargers, and he was healthy all last year for the Chargers. They made the playoff.
And you know what else sucks is last year, if I'm not wrong, Herbert was like the third most. He was one of the most pressured quarterbacks, and he was third in sacks.
Right.
Which with 54. So it looks like what I've been reading, it's not official, don't quote me on it. Rookie Jake Slaughter may be moving to center.
Right. They're going to try a couple of people out there because they really didn't have a valid backup. And MDE says that ACL is more shredded than a cache of Confederate $100 bills found after the turn of the 20th century. It's bad. It's worthless.
Yes. But yes, I unfortunately can see more of the same from Herbert this year, maybe a little bit better, but it's, yeah, like we said, it's not good.
Because a guy like Biadasz, what he does is he stops the big DTs, the 300-pounders rushing up the middle.
Yep.
Yinzer, what's your take?
It's going to be a key loss. I hope Justin Herbert worked on his footwork and did extra jogging on the treadmill because he's going to be running a lot this year. Especially with Biadasz, he's a very good run blocker too.
Yes.
And that center is that's like the meat of the offensive line. It's the center position.
Right. Jamie?
Can't lose your starting center. That's the most important position on the line. That's all I gotta say.
It's center, then blind side, then right side, then the guards. Because your center is what communicates through the whole O-line, the offensive scheme.
Like a second quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, Joe Alt is back to being healthy.
And Slater.
Oh, and Slater too. I didn't know he was back yet.
Rashawn Slater returned to rehab practice last week.
That was the dude they lost last year, right before the season.
Yeah, they lost both of them. They lost Joe Alt at the beginning of the season, and Slater. No, they lost Joe Alt in the season. They lost Rashawn Slater before the season.
Bad luck for the Chargers. I swear, they always get snake bit. Like Mike said.
Before I get to chicken nugget, Chargers are snake bit. Alt getting hurt last year, center this year. It's rough, especially when they bring in McDaniel to run the offense and want to drive plays through the run game. Omari and Hampton, exactly. Chicken nugget, what's your take?
I think it's all around bad, for the fellas over there, for the Chargers. Those guys are definitely going to figure out something. They're going to have to, pull a rabbit out the hat and try to bring out a guy that could really help their team, stay together, stay cognitive as an offensive line. But I think they're definitely going to have to be something to pick themselves up and pick the pieces up to make them a better team. And it's a shame you lose out a starting center, so somebody's got to carry the load for them.
Exactly. Megan?
The first thing when you said it was the Chargers that is in my head was how close are they to the Santa Clara substation? Because this injury, when they say damage, they're being non-specific on the injury, and that alone should tell you how bad it is. It's not good. Everyone said it. I hope it's not career-ending, but look, just hearing it called damage and not being specific on what it actually is has me thinking, is this kid done already? And to everyone's point, losing any player, especially your center before the season, good luck. Yeah, not good.
Exactly. Before I get into this, Brian Stover, great to see you. It has been a while. Glad to see you're here. He goes, Chargers wide receiver room also hurting. The fact they didn't bring back Allen is bad. They are offensively in a tough division. Chance they finish last if the injuries truly are this bad. Absolutely. And Boston Paul, you have a great night. Thanks for chiming in. We appreciate you. He's one of my co-hosts of the Baseball Roundtable Talks.
Can you quickly remind me, Jeremy, who's in the Chargers division again?
The Chargers division, they have the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Raiders.
Oh yeah, okay. I couldn't think of the last one. The Raiders. Okay.
The Raiders.
AFC West.
Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, West. Of course they are. Duh.
A side note, I think the Raiders are at least going to get 5 wins this year. I say 5 or 6. Raiders.
I got them 5 to 8.
I got them at 7. I got them at 7, Nugget. I could be wrong, but I got them at 7.
But yeah, you heard my take on it. It's awful. And then Falcons sign Za'Darius Smith after key defensive losses. They lost their defensive end on the one side and the backup to injuries. So that's why it makes sense for them to bring him in. But we all saw last year, after Cam Scadaboo trucked Za'Darius Smith in his first game 4 times into retirement. And it's funny that it coincided with his girlfriend, Cash Doll, coming back to him. And we all seen Cash Doll. For a guy like Za'Darius Smith, that's a major pull.
Out of his league. out of his league a little.
Not money wise, but looks wise, yes.
Look wise, I mean, but yeah, fair.
Over under 4 games. Well, how soon does he retire? Megan, I'll start with you.
I think the over-under's fair. He did not just get trucked into next week. He got trucked into the next life with that. Let's just say that. Yeah, good luck. Falcons doing Falcons things, I guess, springs to mind. But yeah, he did not get trucked into next week. He got trucked into the next life. That was one hell of a hit. Made my teeth rattle from here.
MD, nice job, Smith. Woohoo! That is like me scoring a date with Miss America 1978.
This year, MDA. She
Right.
was Miss America in 1978. You score it this year, brother. I'm not saying a word, but there is that. Yeah, it's going to... Yeah, Falcons doing Falcons things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy.
I was being polite, MDE.
Chicken
I was
Nugget,
being
what's your take on that?
Hey, I'm happy for him. Welcome back. You know, I'm sure he misses the game. He loves the game of football. He practices what he preaches. He's definitely one of those defensive ends that you would love to have on your team, even though he bounced around with different other squads, including our squad. One time I actually met Cash Doll when she came to a Lions game. Like, I literally was like in the stands saying hi to her, and she said hi back. She was pretty nice. Big shout out to KD. But yeah,
KD.
I really wish, I definitely went there with that one. But I definitely wish that Za'Darius Smith did stay here. But however, when I look at this game, when I look at the game that we have with Week 13, it's definitely circled in on my calendar, and I can't wait to see what we got against him, because we definitely have to double team him and make sure he doesn't get hot.
Jamie.
I think it makes sense the Falcons signed him, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the Falcons are I think they're running a 3-4, and he's a 3-4 type of DN because he's 6'5", 270. So
All right. Yinzer?
What week do you play the Falcons?
We play him in Week 13.
You just don't have to worry about Za'Darius Smith. He'll be done after week 1 when my Stoic whoop his team.
Love it.
Love that
because
confidence.
I remember him being on Baltimore, and he was getting pancaked by Marcus Pouncey.
Love the confidence, brother.
And by the way, Pouncey did win that matchup. He won that matchup by far. He did.
Yeah, Pouncey and David De Castro used to pancake him left and right.
Hey, that was one matchup that he just, to me, couldn't win, honestly.
All right.
After he gets abused by the Steelers, you just don't got to worry about him.
Especially if Cash Doll takes him back again, he'll quit. Can't blame her.
Yeah.
Or him. Will.
Under. Definitely under. But I wanted to say, not only is he coming into a Falcons defensive room that is dealing with injuries, they're also dealing with a suspension from Mr. James Pierce Jr. So guess what? Falcons keep doing Falcons keep doing Falcons things, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. We're
All
here for
right.
it.
Well, my take is I hope he stays healthy and can make it through the season, but I have to see it first, because I saw what happened when he left and went to the Eagles, to what was supposed to be a super team. And it's funny, it's a nice segue on this, because, like I said, Cam Scattaboo, he was the one that truck-sticked him into retirement versus the Eagles that year. And lo and behold, the Giants had to add Najee Harris because Cam Scattaboo's got another concussion, and he might be out 3 to 4 weeks.
Again? Didn't he just have
had-
one?
He just got over the ones from last year, and he just got one in camp.
Got another one. Another tour? Just question mark? Tua 2.2?
Tua actually learned after that year he had so many concussions to do the judo thing. He hasn't had a concussion again since then because he learned how to take a fall. So evidently Cam Scatterbo didn't get enough wrestling hints when he went to WWE to learn how to take a fall. So what do you think about them adding Najee Harris to a 1-year deal as a prove-it deal? Well,
he's a good veteran running back. It sucks what he dealt with last year. He dealt with an eye injury.
He lost an eye.
Oh, he lost it.
He lost his eye. Remember I said there was all the jokes from Benchwarmer Brand about him becoming a pirate.
I didn't know he officially lost it. Wow.
Yeah, he lost his eye.
So he has an artificial one, I'm assuming.
That or an eye patch. Arg.
Arg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that Giants running back room is pretty busy. You got Tracy, you got Harris and stuff like that. But you know what? Good for him. He got a contract, and when he was with Yinzer's Steelers, he had 4 great years of 1,000 or more rushing yards, and we'll see what he can do for New York. I wish him luck, and I hope he does well for Jackson Dart. And well, it's a New York Giants team that's continually, slowly but surely getting better and better. Oh, dang. Wow, MD. Wow.
MD went dark on that one. I love it.
I love it too. That's actually pretty funny.
Yinzer?
Oh, see. Najee. I hope they don't plan on running him to the left because that's the eye he lost.
Right.
And so they might
No pun
hit him to the
intended.
right. All jokes aside, I always love Najee Harris. I would never say anything bad about him, man. The only thing bad about Najee Harris, why we didn't sign him, was because he put too much weight on and lost his explosiveness.
Right.
So
and he lost a little weight in that offseason with the Chargers, and then the 4th of July incident where he lost an eye, and it wasn't due to fireworks, though.
Like, he was a very good running back. Like, I still think he could be a serviceable back. The only thing bad about him, he lacks explosiveness.
That's a good point, Megan.
Just don't run him to the left.
Jamie.
Yeah, I think this is a good it's only a 1-year deal. I think it's a good 1-year prove-it deal for Najee Harris. He obviously, when he was drafted in the first round of 2021, looked impressive early in his rookie career with the Steelers, but obviously running backs end up having a short life cycle. But to bring him back on a 1-year deal with a Harbaugh coach team, and like I said, he already was with the Chargers with John's brother Jeb, so I think it's a good 1-year prove-it deal for them until Scatterbo's ready.
Right. Chicken Nugget?
I like this move. I definitely respect the move that the Giants went. They wanted to, get a guy that's not a crash out like Cam Scatterbo right now. Najee is a guy that could definitely be serviceable. Like my guy Yinzer said, he's definitely serviceable. The only problem that he has right now is lacking the explosiveness that he once had. But other than that, I think the Giants checked the box off that one. They needed a vet to come in and take care of the work and just go hard. So big ups on them for signing him.
Megan?
I love Najee. I'm glad he's got 1 more year to do well, and I hope he does. I'm glad that he it's on a prove-it deal, I know, but I hope nothing bad happens, and now I've put it into the universe, something probably will. But
the thing I'll wait till my take. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just hope he does what he's done for me in fantasy for a few years. Just stay consistent, do what needs to be done. Don't try and overthink it. Yeah. Sorry, Jeremy, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay. No. I tried to cut you off. That's my bad. And I apologized and backed off and waited. But that being said, the only thing I'm worried about with that left eye being gone is him taking that blindside hit that puts him out of a game. Because now his blind side is half ahead. It's not just he has to literally turn his head to see that way. So what if he's turning his head to see that way and gets blindsided from the other side? Those type of hits can destroy a guy. We've seen them.
What was the injury to the eye? I asked because I had a friend lose an eye in a diving accident.
I heard it was an impact injury. I didn't hear anything more than that.
Okay.
And it was last year.
I'll look it up. But no,
if we go back to a year ago, we probably have the topic in one of my shows are still on the channel.
No, the reason I asked was because my friend had a.
It was firework.
Yep.
No, because my friend lost an eye deep sea diving, and I wondered if it was a similar sort of injury, but sounds like it wasn't. So,
losing an eye is a scary feeling. You don't want to lose your eyesight. Like, seriously, that is a scary feeling.
My friend's eye exploded underwater at depth. So, yeah.
Yikes.
It was considered an ocular trauma as superficial eye injury.
Okay.
Serious question. If the helmets are built to protect people like Dobbs wears the inflatable thing, if Jamie played in the NFL, would they use the Pontiac Silverdome to protect them over there?
I was thinking
it's been long imploded, Michael.
I was thinking either the King. Hang on, fellas. I was thinking the King Dome. Wait, that imploded in 2000, or the dome in New Orleans.
Oh, don't forget
Georgia Dome that imploded.
Don't forget about the Hubert H. Humphreys Metro Dome that collapsed due to snow.
I was going to say the King Dome, but that was imploded in 2000 and became Lumen. So yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, did that happen in Minnesota or something like that?
Yes.
That was Minnesota.
I remember
it was Minnesota.
The video.
Yeah, because the Vikings and Bills had to move their game to Detroit that year.
Yes, because
it was Bills and Vikings, and they had to move it to Detroit.
The way
at Ford Field.
It was always in
the snow went through the roof, and they showed the video of it spilling onto the field. It was bad.
They showed it on NFL on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the same year that we had that massive storm here in Michigan where they called the state of emergency because we had 19 inches of snow fall in less than 3 hours.
That's
back
scary.
there in the mid-2000s.
Jeez, that's insane. Holy shit.
Yep. 19 inches of snow.
19 inches of snow in less than 3 hours.
Wasn't that 2013, if I remember right? Because right after that, U.S. Bank Stadium was built.
Yes.
Holy guacamole.
Because for a year, they had to share a field with the University of Wisconsin in Madison. Or, I mean, in Minneapolis. Or University of Minnesota.
The Gophers. They shared the arena with the Gophers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Big Ten, yep. Golfers.
And that's where, if I'm not wrong, sorry to harp on this topic still, where their kicker missed a field goal against the Seahawks in the playoffs.
That's it. That's what I was thinking, Will.
Because
that's
the wind hooked it. The wind hooked it on
him.
He
the wind took it. He wanted to kick it this way and it went sort of back the other way or something. I remember. Yep, bad. You're right, Will.
I remember that.
It's amazing the stuff we can bring back for memories of bad stuff that happened everywhere. Then a couple of years ago, there was that big snowstorm that dumped so bad in Buffalo that Buffalo played in Detroit on Sunday and then back again to play against us for Thanksgiving. And that was 2021, wasn't it, Jamie?
2022.
Was it 22? I knew it was one or the other.
But then that was the second time we had to move
4 years ago. Yep.
Buffalo to Detroit because in 2014 we had to move the Bills and the Jets to Detroit on Monday night. Same thing.
MDE, you're on
and believe
fire.
it or not, the Bills won by a miracle that game. And we gave them hell that game with James Houston getting sacks on 2 different plays.
Yep.
We don't bring that name up anymore in Detroit.
Yeah, that's Mr. Shark to you.
Yeah, that's Mr. Poop My Pants. Go to the Cleveland Browns. Puns. Right.
But hey, but look, he played good that game though. Let's not take that away from him.
That half a season that he was here, when he showed up and it was due to injuries, was that the first year we had Davenport?
No.
Okay, so we didn't have Davenport till the 23-24 season. Got it.
And what a shit! You had Davenport poop, and how shitty was he? Let's go there.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. I wasn't. I was driving, but my Pinto got hit from behind, caught on fire, and I lost my hair. That explains it all, MD.
There's so many lines, MDE, but let's keep it moving, shall we?
Okay, yep. And this one is going to go to Megan first. The Jets running back Breece Hall strains his groin, but is expected to play week 1.
Okay, as a female, I think this is slightly unfair that I'm the first one, not having the required anatomy to be able to speak on this fully.
Women have had groin pulls too. They just
now, having said that, I have pulled a groin playing field hockey, so there is that. What is it with football players and groin injuries? We were over on the Roundtable, and every second player has either strained a groin or pulled a groin to the point I am not convinced it's all from football. You know where I'm going with that.
Hey, they misread the thing. It was supposed to be they thought it was a taffy pull at St. Peter's. It ended up being a
right,
pull
and there was a pull of another kind with some candy. Yeah, it's
It was
easy
a Peter pull.
Right, that's what I said.
Yeah. It's interesting that all these players seem to be doing it, but yeah, Breece Hall, another one.
And if everybody does not know that joke reference at the end of the show, I will tell SJB's bad joke of the day to
I was bad joking. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Do you guys think this is the old turf versus grass? If we had grass, it'd lessen these.
Here's
injuries?
the bad part. All 32 teams practice on grass outside.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I was just wondering. Yeah. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that bit of information got out there, because that's huge when we're talking about that grass versus turf debate.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I didn't know that, but where are the conditioning trainers to help them lessen injuries like this? That's the other thing I've been wondering with all these sort of injuries, with not the knee injuries and those big injuries, but these
a groin pull. There's no testing to say when it's going to be coming up. That is usually. It is part of strength and conditioning to be, stretching those inner hamstrings that leads to that and everything else. So, yeah, there is a lot going on there. A lot to unpack.
Yeah, I just wondered that when we were talking about injuries over on the other screen. It's just like, aren't you supposed to have a group of people that help you with this? Because it seems the same, like soft tissue injuries. As I said, the knees and whatnot, you disregard those because they're a different kind. And just a thought. But yeah, not good for Breece Hall. I hope he takes it easy and rests the injury, if you know what I mean.
They say he's only going to be out 2 to 3 weeks, but he's still projected to be ready for the season opener because 2 to 3 weeks puts it right at the cut week for when he can return to practice. So I'm hoping for him, but I don't expect
Would they
anything.
rush him back? Would they need him badly enough to put him back before he's ready?
Who knows? It is the Jets.
That's what I'm thinking. Jets do jet things.
Chicken nugget.
The Jets, to me, I don't think they need to self-destruct at this point by rushing a player like Breece Hall back. It's a blessing in disguise that he'll be out for like 2 to 3 weeks for them. So just let him, take some time, let him marinate, and then he'll get adjusted to the game. Bring him back slowly. Don't even think about moving too fast and just, going ahead of yourself. Just do what you got to do. Just let him marinate, sit back and rest, and he'll be better. He'll be better ready to play. So we got them week 3, so we definitely got our hands full with Breece Hall. I think he could definitely be a good runner.
Oh, it all depends on that offensive line. But
yep, definitely.
That being said, I'm going to move on to Jamie Malloy. What's your take on it?
I think I'm going to say not to get really punny here, but that's kind of it's kind of ballsy or crotchety. Anyway.
Oh, I see what you did there. I had it in my head, Jamie, but I thought, no, let's keep it classy, San Diego.
Okay.
Hey, come on now. Come on, Jamie.
That was good. I'm sorry. It was good.
But anyway, to be serious, seriously though, no, but I like Breece Hall. He was just coming off, obviously, last year he was coming off a historic season for himself and for the team. He was the Jets' first 1,000-yard rusher since Curtis Martin in a very forgettable season. No picks. But anyway,
no picks by the defense that's coached by a Pro Bowl defensive back that's now a head coach.
Jamie, that was low-hanging fruit, even for you, sir.
Okay. Anyway,
hey, leave those twig and berries alone.
Hey, listen, if that's all you've got, just let me find the magnifying glass, boys. I'll be right back.
But anyway, yeah, I like Breece Hall. Hopefully, like I said, be smart. Don't rush him back. Just because the New York fans complain about everything, basically. So just be patient with them, even if they complain, because Jets fans always complain.
Amen. I love this. Off track, sorry, but I just want to help promote our young, talented friend Jamie in his writing. He has been more than prolific in putting out more quality stuff than a broken ATM on Woodward Avenue. Great job. Yinzer.
Thanks.
Even with Breece Hall, the Jets don't win no more than 3 games. So if he does miss a significant amount of time, at least he ain't got to be there for the ass whoopings.
That's fair enough.
Yep.
That's fair enough. That's a good point.
And BCP, what's your take?
What's up? Yeah, it stinks. It really stinks. I like Breece Hall as well. He was a fun player at Iowa State. And yeah, we'll see if he's ready for the regular season. It's just a wait and see. It's up to the coaching staff, the medical staff, and stuff like that. And he signed a 3-year extension this offseason. But you know what? Yes, the Jets are going to miss him. But they got I'm not going to say he's no Breece Hall, but they got a solid running back behind Breece Hall. And I like their backup as well, Braylon Allen, who went to Wisconsin, who's a solid second-string running back. I'm not saying he can do everything Breece Hall can do, but he is a good, solid player who can fill in when Hall's not on the field.
Gotcha. Hopefully he is able to come back fully healthy during that cut week so he gets a chance to get back into game conditioning by practicing. If not, they should hold him out at least the first week, in my opinion, and give him 2 weeks to come back. And if he's not 100%, I would wait even 2 more weeks.
Who have they got as his backup if you're waiting, say, 3 to 4
Braylon
weeks?
Allen.
And you,
Yeah, Braylon Allen.
It is
oh
Allen.
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah, yep. But then again, Smoking Jeremy B, it's like knowing some teams they rush their players back and then their team just go diddly poo, like literally shit the bed. Sometimes that's what happens when you
all the
rush them.
time. But you remember, players are just as responsible for that too. They tell the training staff, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. That didn't hurt."
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, they're limping to the medical tent or carted. Yeah, good point.
Meanwhile, they walk out fine with an ice pack tucked in their jock strap instead of their cup. They go home, they take it up and go, "Oh my God, here, no man."
Oh, it hurts so bad. Speaking from experience, JB, asking for a friend.
Those of us that played high school sports and we knew that we'd lose our position if we didn't play back then. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I played high school sport, kind of, and yes, you were playing to stay on the team.
Because 9 times out of 10, because 9 times out of 10, coach will get on you. You feel me, JB?
Oh, yeah.
Coach will definitely get on you about that.
Yep.
I would rather let my groin or injury heal before I tried to test it back and re-ripped. And CNK diddly poo left my ass to rip it all up again. Nugget diddly poo, the best line of the night.
Diddly poo.
Don't encourage him, MDE, for the love of God, please.
Hey, just don't hashtag it all over Twitter.
We are going to hashtag it on YouTube.
I was going to say I'm going to hashtag it on Instagram just because you told me not to, because I'm in that mood.
Yeah.
Hey, have at it. You know what? Screw it. Have at it.
All I got to say is, God, I love this show. Who didn't we hear from yet about this one?
No,
everybody get a chance.
Will?
Okay, good. We got
Will?
everybody.
No,
I have to give the Nugget Gang his dessert sauce, Megan. Oh my God, no question.
Okay, MDE, that you and I are not talking about the same sauce here, brother. Let's just let it go, brother. Let it go. Oh, I don't want to even go there.
The Viking safety Jamal Adams suffers knee injury, and the only thing they said is not good. They already put him on the IR for the season. How big of a blow to this with Harrison Smith being out is this for the Vikings? Will?
You know what? It stinks because Adams is a good vet. He's a solid vet, and Harrison Smith is an established vet as well. But they still have, if I'm not wrong, they still have Van Ginkel.
Tori.
Hey, Tori. They still have Van Ginkel, which Van Ginkel's a solid, underrated player. But as much as I hate saying this, this may be it for Jamal Adams. Like, personally, I would hang it up. Because the last few years I looked, he's played, some of these are okay. 2022, he played 1 game. 2023, he played 9 games. 2024, he played 5 games. And last year, he actually played all 17 with the Raiders as a rotational player. But I don't know. This may have been his last chance, but I don't know. It sucks because you're losing a veteran defensive player. But, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Losing Jamal Adams has to hurt. Yinzer?
I hope this ain't the end of his career because not like if I was an athlete, this is the way you don't want to go out because of injury. So sucks for the Vikings because his career is getting back on track too after having like 2 down years, especially playing for the Raiders last year. I hope this ain't the end of his career.
Yeah. Jamie?
Yeah, I was always Jamal Adams fan, even when he was always on the Jets. Well, because it's the Jets, and he still did well there. Then he went to Seattle, did pretty well, and then yeah, it just sucks. That might be the end of his career with Minnesota with Brian Flores.
I think he was going to be a big part of that defense, but Chicken Nugget.
Yeah, I think he definitely would have really fit in pretty well with Brian Flores. You know, that blitz every single, play, quarter. That's the type of things he would do. I'm praying for Jamal Adams. I hope that he can, make a speedy recovery, but I don't want this to be the end for him. But if it's the end, it is what it is. And, praying for Jamal and his family. Just get well,
Amen. Megan?
I have a Jamal Adams Funko Pop in my collection, and as soon as I bought it, in full Seattle kit, he went down with a bad injury. I'm trying to think what it was. You never want to see a player hurt, and particularly a player from your ex-player, though it is now, on your team. I think what you said with Flores, I think he and Jamal would have been perfectly, like, you know, how you have a player with, like, the perfect coach. I don't know if it would have been perfect, but I just was looking forward to seeing Jamal gel with him. And, yeah, I hope it's not career-ending. I've got a sinking suspicion you will hear retirement and Jamal Adams's name mentioned in the same sentence at some point this year.
I kind of agree. It sucks with Harrison Smith retiring. Jamal Adams is one of those guys that you always rooted for ever since he came out of college. He's never been a guy that was the mouthy, awful, shit-talking type of guy. He was the good guy in the league that played his position. Very good. I could listen to her read a phone book. She likes.
Oh, sorry, I've only got my I know, but the only phone book I've got is the contact list, and you don't want to know who's on my contact list. Sorry.
I mean, in other words, he's a true Renaissance man. You know, that's who Jamal Adams is a true Renaissance man and a class act. That's what he was off the field for sure.
So
that's
Brian
a great
Flores,
way of saying it.
I'm going to address that because he's talked about it twice now. Brian Flores 100% would have been a head coach probably 10 times over by now. He'd have probably been interviewed by more teams than anybody knows. But because of that lawsuit and the rules, he can't be a head coach. He can't even interview for a head coaching job. They can call him all he wants, but he has to turn him down. And I think that's insane because he is such a good coach and such a good defensive coordinator. He was turning that Dolphins team around, and then they told him they wanted Tua and told him to tank for it. So he actually won 7 of 8 at the end of the season. If you remember that, Yinzer, just so they wouldn't be able to take who was it they wanted? Joe Burrow that year?
I think it was Joe Burrow.
Yeah, because that was the year Joe Burrow came out. It was Burrow won, and then he was like 5th or 6th, and then Herbert and all of them came out, right?
Two went 5, and I think Burrow went 1, obviously.
And wasn't it possible that we could have took Herbert as well?
Yeah, we took Okuda
in that draft. Mm-hmm.
I know.
But he didn't start 2020.
That was the 2020 draft.
Who did Detroit draft the 2020 draft?
2020, Jeff Okuda at 3 after Chase Young.
Oh, yeah,
and after Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Or was that the year Trevor Lawrence was drafted? I can't remember. It was one or the other.
Yeah, that was the Trevor Lawrence year. Yep.
Lawrence was 21. I think. Right? 21?
Yeah, no, 2020 was Joe Burrow because 2021 they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams.
Lawrence was 19. That was 19. That had to have been 19.
No, Lawrence was
No,
21.
Lawrence was not 19.
Had
I
to be
think he was
somewhere around
21.
there.
Was
It was 2020.
2020? That was
Yep.
Burrow,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, it was 2020. It should have been. It
The
should be
2020
21.
was Burrow. 2021 was Lawrence.
Mhm.
Because Lawrence is just in his second contract. He was a first pick overall.
Justin Fields was 21 too, right? He went
Yep.
to the Bears.
Yep. Exactly.
T-Law is 2021 draft. Thank you, Tori, for backing me up on that. Yeah, Burrow was 2020 because remember he got hurt his rookie year, and that was when the Bengals season fell apart and they just missed the playoffs. And then in 2021, his second year, they made the Super Bowl and lost.
Nobody expected the Bengals to make the Super Bowl that year.
No, because he was still the most sacked quarterback. It's still a record between that and the playoffs. He was pushing 80 sacks that season.
Wow.
And
He
he
was
still went to the
sacked
Super Bowl.
and still went to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
And they had a horrible offensive line. And still got there.
And then I remember in 2022, they actually signed Lyle Collins to be the right tackle because the other tackle went in free agency. And he gave out that statement, "They won't touch you, sir," like he was the center from Unnecessary Roughness talking to Scott Bakula. And I said then, as soon as he got ran over by Hutch in the preseason game when they had starters in there, I think it was that next year, right? 2022.
Yep.
He got ran over by Hutch, and Burrow gets sacked because they were playing starters because that's what they do. And I said he should sue Lyle Collins for slander right now. He just let a rookie make him eat his lunch.
Bengals do Bengal things, man. Overconfidence.
JB, excuse me, JB. How much longer have we got? Because I'm starving.
We only got one more. We only got one more topic,
Okay.
and that is Marcus Davenport signs with the Bears. Holy smokes! Davenport found a home with his old DC from the Saints, Dennis Allen, reunited with him. Megan, how long do you think Marcus Davenport stays on the field for Chicago?
Not long, but I mean, Davenport and what color are the uniforms? See where I'm going?
Yeah.
You see where I'm going? I'm going to leave it there because I need to grab something to eat. I don't see it lasting as long as some are saying. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong and it works out for him. I don't see it myself.
I hear you on that. Chicken nugget.
I see him being available for at least 3 or 4 games for the Bears. That's about it. And I do know that he's familiar with Dennis Allen back in his, heyday with New Orleans. So he had somewhat of a healthy season out there. But other than that, I say 3 to 4 games.
I hear you on that one.
Fair.
Jamie?
I say he's going to stay healthy for 3 to 4 games, and my forehead agrees with that.
Oh, you spoke. Oh, he spoke to the higher authority, higher
Yes,
in
he
every
did.
sense.
Yinzer. Oh my goodness.
I see a
can't
trend
believe you
here.
said that.
That's the
Oh my
third
God,
X
that was
line they
great.
signed. I see a trend here. That's the third X line they signed. Plus
And
they
that's not
drafted
including
2.
coaches.
Yeah, plus they got Colson Loveland and Devin Bush, who played for Michigan. So basically turned into the Chicago Lions.
Don't call him that.
MDE says publicly, Will, we good? I am you. We good, brother. I am asking for a paid neutral negotiator of the forehead. LOL.
Yeah, we're good, MD. We are good.
I was
All
going to say,
right.
hang on, Will. JB said that was my job, the negotiation.
Oh, well, MDE
Oh, but I'm
says
happy to
otherwise.
delegate, brother. Happy to delegate.
MDE
So
says
that-
otherwise. I can't go with
So-
Okay, I stand corrected.
Will, what's your take?
It's Davenport. He ain't gonna last long because guess what? He Davenport. And you know what's another word for poop? He's shit. So I don't care.
Sorry, Megan. I didn't mean to bypass. My bad. LOL.
No,
that being
yeah,
said,
he ain't lasting
go.
long. He ain't lasting long.
I have the over under for him at the exact same thing as Za'Darius Smith. 4 games. Because guess what? He hasn't lasted more than 4 games since he was with Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I will leave it at that. And that is all of our topics. This week we won't, because it ran over longer than usual. I'm not going to do the rapid fire takes because I kind of included the questions at each subject as we went because I didn't want the show to run long, keeping people up late and everything. So, Will,
Keeping
tell
me
everybody
hungry.
tell everybody where we can find you.
Sure. You can find me on my channel, WVogs18. I do comic book content, but if you want to see me talk sports, you are on the right channel. I am with JB on Wednesdays and Fridays. It seems like it's going to be Wednesdays and Fridays for a while now, unless something bizarre comes up like crazy like last week. But yeah, and occasionally I'm on the noon show with JB, occasionally. But yeah, my channel WVogs18. I'm 15 away from 1,000. I'm hoping I get there by the end of this year. But I'm always on JB's on Wednesdays and Fridays. And guys, tune into JB's every week. Let's get that sub count moving up and up and up. Thank you, JB.
Thank you, Will. Yinzer.
You can find me right here on YouTube, or I'm Dizzle the Mad Yinzer,
This guy's a jag-off. No, I'm
All
kidding.
right.
or in the comment section where I normally am.
Yeah, because you know what? We love when this Jagoff comes in with us. Let me see.
I
There
did
it is.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Love the
Roll that
jag off.
Roll that
All right.
I
BT
love that
footage.
joke.
Chicken Nugget, shout out where everybody can find you and how they can get a hold of you.
Yes, y'all. You know what it is, man. It's your boy CNK313 Chicken Nugget King. Yeah, you could definitely follow me on Twitter at CNK313 Sports, Instagram Chicken Nugget King 313. Right here on YouTube with 409 subscribers, your boy Chicken Nugget King. You could definitely hit that subscribe button right there. And as always, you can definitely check me out right here on KCB Sports and on Lions Nation Unite as well, and Lions Talk Live, which will be tomorrow. You don't want to miss out on that. So with that being said, one pride, one love. Let's go up, Detroit.
Yes, sir.
All right. And with the longest outro in NFL Roundtable Talks history,
Excuse me.
we have.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, forgot. Megan, hi.
Jeez. Wow. One job, JB. Right. Well, this
Hey.
is where I tell you.
Hey,
I will.
he's had a long day.
I've just done 5 streams back to back. Well, no excuse. I kid. This is where I tell you I won't be here with JB and the boys next week because I have 3 meetings back to back. So week after. But yeah, in all the usual places, the Hawks Nest with Brandon Kane, the NFC West Roundtable twice weekly. For the Roundtable, Brandon pretty much every second day. I am on all my socials, you know, the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. I'm all there, usually under the Aussie 12 or a variation. And of course, here every week, except next week.
Yeah, it was an honest mistake, Tori. Sorry. It's been a long day for me, too.
It's been a long day.
I'm going to be sad. No Megan.
All right. Jamie.
Love you, Will.
The forehead with the longest outro in NFL Roundtable Talks history. And go.
Thank you, Jeremy. You guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1, at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, on DJ Dog Tags, on X, the forkball.com and buffalodown.com, where I write about all sports. You also can find me on every Tuesday night, Driving the Top Productions. Very shortly, soon, guys, Joe Dallo and I will be starting season 4 of the Buffalo Sports Conversation Room podcast, where we talk Bills and football and other highlights around the NFL. And every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m., you can catch me Driving the Top Productions for open mic night, where Ken the Beard fan and everything goes. And now you can catch me here every Wednesday night on the KCB Sports Network on Driving to the Top Productions with NFL Roundtable Talks, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday night. And also on this same KCB Sports Network on Driving to the Top Productions every Saturday night, 9:00 p.m. we do Baseball Roundtable Talks. So thank you guys very much for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're getting really, really close to monetization. It means the world to us. Every subscriber gains happiness, or every subscriber we get leads to the promised land. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications for more content on the KCB Sports Network on Driving to the Top Productions. You can find us on you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, or wherever you
Twitter.
get your podcast. From all of us, I'm Jamie Malloy, and this has been another episode of the NFL Roundtable Talks here on the KCB Sports Network on Driving to the Top Productions. I will see you this Saturday, folks, for the baseball talks, and I will also see you next week, Wednesday, too, for more NFL. Good night, everybody.
And as always, I'm going to end this show the same way I always do. Our subscriber count has reached 779. We are creeping ever closer to that elusive century mark. And I want to say thank you, and try every day to be a better person than you were the day before, because that's the only way to make the world a better place. This is Smoking Jeremy B of the KCB Sports Network. Tune in tomorrow at noon as I talk about all things Detroit sports. And then Friday night, don't forget, we do the Lions Fan Cave chat at 9 p.m. Thank you for watching. Let's do our best to be better. And we are.
In the heart of the city, where the nights stay alive, lions roar in the chat. We're ready to thrive. Smoking Jeremy keeps it lit. Passion ignites. Keegan the villain knows the stakes are in sight. In the fan cave we rise, raising cups to the sky. Here in the lion's den, we're hungry for gold, for that Super Bowl glory. We'll never grow old. Raise your voice, let it echo.